Welcome back to the Bar&Grill, everybody. Today I'm going to attempt to make my own barbecue sauce. So I got all the ingredients right here in front of me, all set up and ready to go. One thing we're going to be using too is some red wine vinegar, a little paprika, and of course we got some molasses in this jar, Worcestershire sauce, black pepper, some brown sugar. And we're going to add a little liquid smoke to it that I picked up. I seen this at the grocery store, so we'll add, and I opened this up. This is pretty strong, so probably not too many drops of this. And of course we got some nice minced up garlic here. It's already prepared, it's already minced up. So plus, now I don't have any garlic powder, so what I'm going to do is start simmering some onions that I haven't. So there we go. So we're going to start simmering this, and I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of that minced garlic in here as well. And we're just going to simmer this as we start to caramelize the onions a little bit. Then we start adding all our stuffing. Crushed red pepper. This is really nice. It'll give off some heat. And then of course we're going to be adding in some dried mustard as well. And I'm also going to add some sea salt, which I've already ground some up. See, we're going to add a little sea salt to that, a little light brown sugar, some black pepper, and we mix it all up and cook it. It'll cook for probably about 45 minutes or so. Let it simmer, cook down, and we'll give it a taste test. And as I'm mixing the mixture up, I will taste as I go along to see what other stuff I'm going to add to the barbecue sauce. So when this starts simmering, we'll come back. Alright, we're back. So I'm going to start adding ingredients. Just checking my onions here. They're looking just the way I want them, just like this. A little bit of brown, you know. That's good, because I used a yellow onion. I didn't have any red onion, because normally I would use red onion, but yellow onion will work just as well. So just to give it a little bit of chunks in the sauce, not a whole lot. So we're going to add a half cup of water. We'll get that in there. So there's our half a cup of water. Just mix that around, and I've got everything on a low heat while I'm mixing things together. So we're going to add a cup and a half of ketchup. So I got some Heinz ketchup that I bought today. We're going to add that. So make sure we get all the ketchup out of here. 1 cup of ketchup. And we need to add the other half cup of ketchup. So like I said, 1.5 cups of ketchup. I'm going to whisk this together. Now we're just going to get the whisk going, get this start to mix, and as we go along we add ingredients. So, next ingredient, we're going to add 3/4 cups of brown sugar. There we go. There's the brown sugar. Now we're going to add 1/4 cup of red wine vinegar. That goes in. And of course we go to the paprika. And it's a 1/4 teaspoon paprika. And then a 1/4 teaspoon of dried mustard. Like so. Throw that in. And then of course we use 1 tablespoon of molasses. Just got to measure this out into the spoon, make sure I get just the right amount. Alright, in goes the molasses. And we'll start whisking this together. As it cooks, it should get, it'll start thickening up as we go along. And once I get all the ingredients in there, I'll let it cook, and then we'll do a taste test, see how it's coming along. A half teaspoon of salt. So this is sea salt that I'm using, that I've ground up in a grinder. Half. Sprinkle that in there. There we go. And we'll mix that in. And we're going to go half teaspoon of black pepper as well. And that goes. Now, we also need to add some Worcestershire sauce. We need to add 1 tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce. Got the garlic in there, we got the paprika in there, we've got all our ingredients in there so far. Now I'm going to add some extra stuff. It's already starting to really thicken up. Really nice, good. Alright, so now it's time to add a little heat to our barbecue sauce. So let's start off with, we have the red pepper. The crushed, which is grown in Asia apparently, so anyways. We're just going to add. And that goes. We're going to add 1 of these, actually. We'll try 1 and see what happens. Next ingredient that I'm going to use is some Cajun. So a little Cajun. There, that goes in. You can probably add whatever you want to your sauce, depending on how spicy you want or what kind of sauce are you making. Now we're going to bring this to a boil now. We got all the ingredients in here, so we're going to turn it up to a medium heat now and get this boiling. Now it's going to cook on here for about 45 minutes. And we just stir it up, and I'm just going to dip my spoon in it like so. All right, just have a taste test. Wow, that's different. That really adds. That is tasty. Yeah, we'll just cook it along here. Now, if I wanted to make a big batch, of course, double the recipe, right? So, I'm just making a small batch for right now because I am going to put it into this jar that I keep. This is an old spaghetti jar. Those barbecue sauce will last probably anywhere from 2 to 3 weeks in the fridge, refrigerated, because we know it's in it. But this is the sauce you want to get used up fairly quickly. So I'll be using this sauce tomorrow on Sunday. I decided I'm going to do some pork chops again, but I'm going to use this sauce on the pork chops. And it's really starting to thicken up now. Now she's getting thick, which is perfect. Now, I'm not sure about this liquid smoke. So just to be on the safe side, I'm going to use a 1/4 teaspoon of this, just to test it out. Oop. There. That should be enough to give it that smoky flavor. So we'll see what happens when I mix all this up. And that sauce, as you can see how the sauce is darkening up, really nice. Oh yeah. It's starting to smell like barbecue sauce too. I'll be damned, look at that. Wow. You never know what I'm going to do here at the Bar&Grill, what I'm going to whip up or cook or try to do. I'm trying making some barbecue sauce. So, oh yeah, just keep whisking that right around. There we go. Oh yeah, look at it bubbling. Oh yes, here we go. Now we're going to turn it down. Now we're going to let it simmer. So we'll just let that simmer for a bit. They say 45 minutes on the stove. And then once it cools down, then we'll pour it in the jar and get this all ready for the grilling tomorrow afternoon that I'm going to do. I'm going to do it in the afternoon. So. Oh yeah. Now we just let that simmer away. And we'll be back once it's all cooled down, and we'll do a taste test back in a little bit. Welcome back, everyone. Look at that. This sauce is really thickened up now. Really nice. Now I did add a little more liquid smoke to it. I figured it needs a more hickory smoke flavor, so I added a little more to it. So now I can start tasting that smoky flavor in there and stuff. And it's like, the smell is amazing. We've had it cooking now for about 40 minutes, so we're going to cook it 5 more minutes, but I'm going to give it another taste test. Because this really smells good. Look, see, that's nice. That's got a nice thickness to it. Perfect. All right. Time for the taste test. Wow. Holy, that is really, really good. Oh, wow. Oh, yeah. It's making my mouth water. You can feel that it's got a delayed heat to it, too. So it's like, you can taste a lot of stuff in there. Oh, yeah, it's very tangy. It's also, it's tangy, too. So, hot and tangy. Wow. And it's a little sweet. It's really nice. This is a really nice sauce. I'm surprised how well it turned out. Wow, I just amazed myself. Yeah, she's really thickening up because it's cooking down. So that is the sauce just looks amazing. If only you guys could smell this. Oh yeah. It's really nice. Oh yeah. Like, my mouth is still watering. I can still feel my lips are tingling from the sauce. My tongue is still tingling. And basically, when it tingles your tongue like that and leaves your mouth tingling, after you add some for a little bit and you swallow it and stuff, it's just, you can just feel it just still going to work on your taste buds. You know, it's like you got a freaking party going on in your mouth right now. So at least I do anyways, because it just keeps making my mouth water. It's like, that's really tasty sauce. All right. We're going to turn the heat off now, and then we're just going to let this cool down. Then we'll come back and we'll pour it into the jar. Oh yeah. Oh, I got to have one more taste. Oh. I also got to taste it when it cools down too. Look at that. Look at the onions, and there's the peppers and stuff all in there too. You can see the red peppers right in the sauce there, right here. Oops, there we go, red peppers all through there. You know, this stuff here, this is what's adding the heat. I'm glad I didn't put any more than just the 1 tablespoon full, or else this would be really super, super hot, like really spicy. Man, damn. Oh yeah, that sauce is amazing. Really is. Got all the flavors I can taste. You know, a little bit of the red wine vinegar and everything in here. All the stuff that I've added, you can feel and taste basically all the flavors in this. I need another spoonful. It was like, oh yeah, another spoonful. Oh man, that's good shit right there. It's time to pour the sauce into the jar. And we're going to do that now. It's cooled down enough. Oh, and it's really got nice and thick. So we're just going to pour this into the jar. Like so. Like, look at that. Boy, we're going to get a full jar out of this. Look at that. Look how full that jar is already. I don't know if it's all going to fit. But we're going to find out. She's getting pretty full. Alright, I don't want to waste it, so we're going to scrape it all down and get all what we can in here. Oh, look. Oh yeah, there we go. A little bit of a waste, but not much. So oh, that's really nice and thick. Now that it's cooled down enough, like, look at that. That's a nice size. This is a spaghetti jar, and it basically fills that right to the rim. Another trusty spoon on here. Let's dip this in and get another good taste of this. Now that it's really cooled down nicely. Oh yeah, it smells amazing. Man, that's really, really, really good. And I'll show you all the ingredients that actually all went into the sauce. We started off with a pretty much almost half of onion, yellow onion. You can use a red onion, whatever you want, all diced up. Then we have the old-fashioned brown sugar. Now you can use light brown sugar or dark brown sugar. And then we've got the Worcestershire sauce. It also went into the sauce, along with the red wine vinegar. Black pepper went into it. We put some Cajun spice into it as well. Red pepper went into it, some paprika, molasses, garlic. Now, if you want to use fresh garlic, you can, or use garlic powder. Or you can use onion powder if you don't want to use a fresh onion, but this is already minced up garlic. Really nice. And then, of course, we put in a few drops of liquid smoke to give it that hickory smoke type flavor, some dried mustard, and I chose to use sea salt with this little grinder here. You can use kosher salt if you want to. Here's all the ingredients that went into the barbecue sauce that I'm making. All right, including the ketchup, Heinz ketchup. All right, this is how much of the ketchup I've used. It uses quite a bit of ketchup. There are different ways of making barbecue sauce. This is the way I chose and tried out to see how things worked, and everything worked and came together nicely. The brown sugar acts as a thickening agent, which is great. All right, there you have it. So I made my own barbecue sauce for a change. So, and it's, like I said, it's nice and tangy, and it's got a lot of heat to it. Not overly hot, but if I want it hotter, you just add some more hot peppers into it. You know, the red pepper. Add more Cajun, add more paprika to get the heat going up a little bit more. And on that note, I hope everybody enjoyed this little video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, comment on the video. Always please tune in every Thursday at 3 o'clock Central Time, 4 o'clock Eastern Time, for Toyman and Fishy Show every Thursday. And don't forget, we have merch too that we're trying to sell. So if we can get a few shirts sold, we'll be able to pour back into Go Fish Office, pour back into her channel. So let's try and get her monetized, and she needs some watch hours, so we're just going to keep plugging right along. So don't forget the Toyman and Fishy Show every Thursday at 3 o'clock Central Time, 4 o'clock Eastern Time. And on that note, we'll catch everybody later. Thanks for tuning in.